Times have been slightly rough, so I've stayed out of stores and I've started going to yard sales. The neighborhood I live in have a lot of yard sales thrown by white folks. 5 things I've learned from going to a yard sale put on by white folks. 5. Number 1, everything is negotiable. Now, I was raised by a black mom that used to have yard sales all the time. And what she put out in that yard is what was going to be sold. That's the only thing you could buy. Don't ask her nothing about nothing else. When you go to a white yard sale, and I don't know if this is everywhere, but the experiences that I've experienced, when you go to a yard sale put on by white people, everything's negotiable. I walked into a yard, right? Gentleman was standing there, yard sale set up nice and everything. I said, hey, how you doing? Trying to make small conversation. I like your truck. How much you want for it? Nah, brother, I just said I like your truck. I like the way it's sitting. No, how much you want for it? If you want to buy it, throw me a price. Now, I'm not attached to nothing out here. First thing I did was look at his wife. There was a slight awkward pause because he was like, white people are about their money. They're about their bread, their cheese, their cheddar, their provolone, mozzarella, their chips. If it's in the yard, if you can see it, you can offer up for it. Number 2, you are not just going to buy things at a yard sale. It's other things set up around it that you're going to spend some money on. Now, walking into the yard, I came to see what they got. I seen a vacuum cleaner. I seen some clothes over here. I seen some shoes. And then all of a sudden, a lemonade stand just appeared out of nowhere, thin air, poof. Where did you come from? The genie of the lamp? It was about 10:30 a.m. on a Saturday and a lemonade stand just popped out of nowhere. I came here for the clothes, but they children, they child, smart people. Mr. Sir, do you want to call me Mr. Sir? A double women, Mr. Sir, do you want some lemonade? Now I wasn't thirsty. Do you want some lemonade? I seen the movie Get Out. I'm gonna take some lemonade, but I seen this movie. Y'all ever realize that when you go to like a Marshalls or a TJ Maxx or a Ross, you buy the clothes, then along your way to the cash register, they have a whole nother aisle set up with phone chargers and cups and decoration that you end up spending more money on? I came for the yard sale and I end up buying lemonade that even when it wasn't that good. Little Susan need to put some more sugar in that. If you're gonna be selling to black customers and stuff, put some more sugar in the lemonade. Sugar it. Number 3, there is history behind every item being sold, and you may have to sit through the story of the history of that item. So while walking around the yard sale, I saw a coffee table that I liked for my living room and stuff. So I was like, how much for that? And the lady was like, $25. I was like, cool, that look like it's worth $45. Why did I say that out loud? When I said that out loud, she was like, you know what? I actually bought that for $75 at a place when I was out of the country. Okay, I ain't need the history of it because you might tell, yeah, when I bought that out of the country, they said it had some ancient ritual to it where the spirit of 1,000 dead soldiers was in the coffee table, so they discounted it to me, and I'm going to sell it for $25 because I just want to get rid of the thing. So you mean to tell me, you telling me a poltergeist coffee table, you mean to tell me I put this in my living room and my little kids going to slide? I got carpet in my house. There's going to be a lot of rug burns. It ain't no tile in my house. If you are not prepared to hear the history of every item being sold, you may want to like just run past that yard sale. It's number 3. Number 4, you might leave with you a new friend. Now, when we had yard sales when I was growing up, you was coming to our yard sale for one reason, to buy some of this stuff and get off our lawn. I went to this yard sale and I left with a whole new buddy. We started talking about trucks and Evil Dead tables that's gonna come alive at night. And we started communicating about how much stuff costs, how much stuff shouldn't cost. And then we realized, bam, we got something in common. The one time you find something in common with your white counterpart, y'all probably finna conversate about things, and then numbers get passed and dates get set up. And now you on a fishing trip that you didn't know you were supposed to be in, because you know black people, we don't really do water. And now they got me in the ocean in the Gulf of Mexico. I know it's warm, but I'm scared I'm gonna hit an iceberg. But Josh, icebergs can't be in the Gulf of Mexico because it's too hot. Get out my business. If you go to a white garage or yard sale, you may end up with your future best friend because y'all got things in common. Don't tell me about icebergs in the Gulf of Mexico. Stay out my business. I've seen Sharknado number 6. And number 5, white folks are territorial about the date and time they are having their yard sale. Now, one thing about having a regular business, you compete with other companies all the time, but when you have a yard sale, it's announced, it's put up. You got signs at the stop sign, you got signs on the ground, you see flyers all around town. Yard sale, 10:30 a.m. on Willow Boulevard, Naples, Florida. People know you having a yard sale. I was at the yard sale. Their yard sale was going on across the street. Somebody started putting out stuff to have their own yard sale. beef started to occur because you realized they communicated and they knew that these folks was having a yard sale. I was caught up in one of the biggest yard sale wars I've ever been in because they put out something that I liked. So as I went to step across the street, the back of my shirt was grabbed, and they hit me with a Josh, where you going? You drunk my daughter's lemonade. My wife sold you her Evil Dead table. You finna go across the street. You got to be loyal to somebody, Josh. Yeah, but they got these joys over there. No. If you go over there, we are done. I didn't know we had started, but I felt fully committed to be loyal to this yard sale. If you go into a yard sale, check out the perimeter. Check out the premises. Check Facebook. Local events going on. Make sure you ain't getting caught up in no beef because lemonade and bullets could have started flying and I would have been another victim of being in 2 yard sales at one time.